Lutheran. We're reading through the Gospels together in the course of 1 year. This past week's readings included Mark chapter 5 and chapter 6. For our devotional thought on this Friday, I wanted to share a couple things, one from each chapter. From chapter 5, we hear this account of Jairus' daughter dying and then Jesus raising her to life. But I love the language that's used there in that account, this sleeping and waking language. So when Jesus arrives at the house, he says, "Why are you making a commotion and weeping? The child is not dead, but sleeping." And the people laugh at him because they know, of course, she's dead, and she certainly is dead. But then he puts them all outside of the house, takes the child's mother and father with him where the child is, and taking the girl by the hand, he says to her, "I say to you, little girl, arise." Little girl, arise. And then it says, immediately the girl got up and began walking. Just a beautiful picture here that, to Jesus, death is no powerful than just sleeping. For Jesus, it is just as easy to raise someone from death as it is to just kind of wake someone up from a nap. And I think what an assurance that is, right, for us, that we, when we die, right, we're going to, in faith in Christ, we're going to be with him, our souls with him. Our body may lie in the ground or maybe dust and ashes, but then when Christ returns, our bodies will be raised, and our bodies will be raised from the dead by Jesus with such power that it'll be just like waking us up from a sleep. The Bible speaks in that way in a number of ways, a number of times. Another place where we hear that is in our hymns and songs. This past weekend, our closing hymn on Sunday was "This Joyful Easter Tide," and I love how verse 3 talks about that too, in terms of the kind of being wakened from sleep. "My flesh and hope shall rest, and for a season slumber, till trump from east shall west shall wake." There's that wake word again, "the dead in number." So yeah, my body's going to be in the grave, resting for a time, but then when Jesus comes, it'll be awakened. What a beautiful hope. The other thing I wanted to point out is in Mark 6, where Jesus feeds the 5,000, kind of a neat little detail that's only in the Gospel of Mark. Verse 39, when he's about to feed the people, Jesus commands them to sit down in groups on the green grass. And so they sit down in these groups, and then he feeds them. But Mark is the only one that has that detail that it's in the green grass. I think part of that is it's I think a testament that, yeah, this is a real event. The grass was green. There are eyewitnesses even of that. And John Mark is an eyewitness of that himself, it seems, or Peter at least was. So that's wonderful. But I think the other connection is, and I hope this isn't too much of a stretch, is it reminds me of Psalm 23. He makes me lie down in green pastures. This idea of the green grass in Psalm 23, and how that good shepherd cares for and tends the sheep even in those green pastures. And here we have feeding of the 5,000 as Jesus cares for and feeds people in the green grass. He is their good shepherd. As we look at the green grass this time of year, maybe our grass was growing pretty fast with all this rain that we've received recently. May that be a reminder to us that our good shepherd leads us in the green pastures, and he's the same one who caused the people to sit down in the green grass as he feeds and provides for them, just as he feeds and provides for us in countless ways today, our good shepherd. Thanks for listening and watching, and God's blessings on your